What's going on, guys? Well, welcome back to another one. Now, before I do start this, I want to say if you are not subscribed, I do recommend you subscribe. It does help me out a lot, and thank you so much for the recent support. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So today we'll be talking about the header and nav. So let's take a look at some semantic elements that assist in the structure of a web page. A header is contained usually for either navigational links or introductory content, or content containing H1 to H6 headings. Now, for example, this code here shows the header in action. So you have a header, it says H1, everything you need to know about pizza. And this can be compared to the code which uses a div tag instead of a header tag. So instead of just, giving a ID header, you can just literally just make it a header and that would be so much easier. By using a header tag, our code becomes easier to read and it's much easier to identify inside of the H1's parent tags as opposed to the div tag, which would provide no details to what's inside of that tag. A nav is used to define a block of navigation links such as menus and tables of contents. It's important to note that nav can be used inside of the header elements, but can also be on its own. So let's take a look at the example below. You have a header, so it's inside of the header. You have a nav, which contains an anchor tag inside of bullet points. And remember, this is linking internally. So if you click on home, it's going to bring you to the home section of your entire code. Now, by using a nav as a way to label our navigation links, it will be easier for not only us, but also web browsers and screen readers to read the code. Now that we've learned about the header and nav, let's add them into code and practice with them. So inside of the code editor, find the div that says header tag and change it to a header. So this one essentially. And let me see, where is the start and finish? I believe it's this one. Yeah, I believe it's this one. So instead of doing div, we're just gonna put header. And again, header. And there you go. When changing the opening tag, you must find the corresponding closing tag as well. If you don't, you'll see some red in your code and indicate an error. Okay, so now find the nav and change it to the nav bars. Okay, so this one, I'll simply just make a nav, and then this one, nav, run it, and boom. And I also want to point out that it doesn't really change the front end of your code, really. It doesn't really change anything here. But on the back end, it makes things way easier to read and understand. So that kind of helps with that. But yes, that's gonna end it right here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. And have a great day.